Hey guys, Drew from Tax Facts, and just want to let you guys know I did get my replacement 2T bearing kit. It looks like this. Here is my original. So I just wanted to show you guys again, real quick, the behavior of this bearing, which was a little bit spastic and kind of jerky, like the way that it moves. It just isn't smooth. You can see it kind of stutter. I actually did a ton of work on this bearing also. I pulled the seals off. I took about half the grease out and then shaved down the seals and inner and outer. So this has it's also vastly improved from what it was, but it still isn't right. So I wish you guys could see that a little better, but I want to show you the new bearing that's here. This is in the new kit, and this is what it should be like. When I turn this, it is silky smooth. There's no notchiness. It just rotates. That's exactly what we should be expecting. So this is great. We have a good bearing in this kit. So this one we could, like a million times out of a million, I'll be able to tell you which one is the old one without even looking blindfolded. So I also have a brand new one. If you order a kit like this from Garmin, or for some reason you need to get one from Garmin, comes in a kit like this. So we're just gonna pop this guy open, show you guys what's in here. In case you're wondering, no, Garmin did not send two of these to me. I ordered an additional one. One of these was warranty, and the second one was I just ordered it on my own because before the warranty option was available, I hadn't heard back from support. So I actually ordered one before I heard back from support that were offering me the warranty one. So I just want to take a look, because if one of these is better than the other, then that's the one that I'm going to install. I'm going to keep both. Like, I'm not going to return one. Just wanted to show you guys kind of what's in here. This is how the service kit arrives. It's just like this. This is the whole entire hub. The bearings are pre-installed. The ring nut is pre-installed. And the bottom of this, when you take the packing out, there's also a note with instructions, probably with a QR code as well. There is, yeah. This is going to direct you to the website with additional instructions on how to replace that. That's extremely straightforward. I am not going to make a video about that because we really don't need one. And Tax has already done, Garmin have already done a good job showing that process. So I just want to take a look at this bearing also. Yeah, this one also is just super butter smooth. It's like there's no hesitation, no stuttering. It's great. So either one of these, either this one or this one, are going to be great. So meanwhile, let's just take a look over here. One of the things that I wanted to show you guys, look inside the Neo 2T. I don't know if you can you get in a little closer there and take a look? So basically what was happening with this old bearing that was basically seized for part of the time, it was grinding on this O-ring that's in the back. Because the bearing was seized, essentially, it was rotating on the hub, and you can see the wear marks from where that was happening. And as a result, the inner race was rotating on the axle here, and that was grinding on the O-ring, which has now left all this debris on the inside of Neo 2, which needs to be cleaned out. So I want to take off this O-ring. Some Neos come with an O-ring, some Neos come with two, some Neos come with none. I just want to take a look because Tax had actually asked me for this information. So I'm doing this real time because it needs to get done anyway, but I wanted to show you guys what was going on. This only has one, like I said, but you can see the stuff that's on there is really fine and powdery. It's not like clumps, it's like a really fine powder, but you can definitely see on here where that was deteriorated. It's definitely the O-ring that was getting chewed up. Originally, I thought maybe it was the extra seal on the bearing that was rubbing on something in the back and making this problem. But this perfectly explains the sensation that I was describing in the earlier video, that it was this drag on the Neo disc, especially at low revolutions, where the disc would just seize. It would just stall. So normally, if you put a hub on here without the rest of the magnets, if you spin this, you can kind of get an idea about how it's going to spin. Like with a Neo and Neo 2, it's going to spin, 6 or 7 revolutions. And this was barely spinning at all because it was hitting that O-ring in the back. And because because this bearing itself was seized, and the inner race was not rotating. So basically the way that this works, the way the bearings work in general, this part is supposed to remain still while the outside rotates. So if both of them are turning together, you end up with wear on the axle like you see here, and also the deterioration of that O-ring. So this was only from, I used this trainer from like September to February. And that was it because I was actually away in Florida for a bunch of months. So I just wanted to show you guys, this is a telltale sign. If you suspect that there's an issue with your bearing and you think that it's not performing well, take a look, make sure you don't have any evidence like this. This is gonna get cleaned up. The parts are going back to Tax. They actually requested to have this returned, and they were really awesome to me about getting these parts replaced. They got the O-ring kit out to me. It should be arriving today. We're gonna finish this service. So I just wanted to show you guys this is what was going on.